أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Council, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning. Welcome back to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ بالفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر حاسد إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ بالناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس والله يعصمكم من الناس. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord Jesus Christ, you are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the only foundation that can hold us up when trials and disaster threaten us. Give us the wisdom, foresight, and strength of character we need to do what is right and good, and to reject whatever is false and contrary to your will. May we be a doer of your word and not a hearer only. All this we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You may kindly take your seat. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Saidy. You're welcome back. We will wrap up with you this morning. Council, can we please proceed?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, Honorable Commissioners. Good morning, Mr. Saidy. Just a quick one as to the promotion of Mr. Cisse and Mr. Sanya. So for Mr. Cisse's appointment, you did not write any petition?
What is that?
Mr. Malamin Cisse's appointment that you were not happy with, and you said it didn't go as per the normal procedure. For that one, you told the commission that that was also an issue. That was the first issue.
Yes, ma.
But for that particular one, and you or the rest of your colleagues did not write or did not file any petition against that particular promotion?
No, ma, we didn't write any petition because, they have taken advantage on us. So there's nothing we can do about it because we applied for the post and then we went through the process. We found an interview.
Okay, and I understand, but just for the record.
No.
Just for the records, I want to know if all of these letters that were written to local government and the ombudsman and to the establishment committee was just for Mr. Sanyang's appointment, whether there is nothing for Mr. Sisi's.
In our report to the ministry, we indicated that, this Malam Sisi came in as on contract. He didn't apply for the post, and we were the people who applied for the post. And we were called for an interview. He never turned up, and all of a sudden, from December up till in March, when he come and took over the municipal police, all along we were waiting for a recall because they said they got to go back us in 2 weeks' time, which they failed.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, they just bring in Mr. Malam Sisi on contract basis.
So Mr. Sanyang's promotion was perpetrated by Mr. Sisi. It was
created by Mr. Sisi in collaboration with the Appointment and Establishment Committee.
Okay. So how about Mr. Sisi's appointment?
Equally, he was given contract by the Appointment and Establishment Committee.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you were asked to bring some of the originals. Do you have them today?
Yeah, I have my original appointment letter with me. You asked me to go and collect the application that I wrote to the council for the position of a commissioner, of which I was on the way and I was called by camera that I'm the first person to appear. So I said, let me cancel that and come and appear before the commission because I don't want to be late.
Okay, you will have time to do that as well. So
thank you, ma.
Once you receive it or once you get it from council, you can submit it to the registrar.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
So may we please have the one you're having?
Okay.
The document you're having.
This is the temporary appointment letter, original.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the original of temporary appointment of the witness, Mr. Samba Saidy, the one that had the month September in the year 1995. But onto the content, you've seen the effective date for the month was for the job position was effective Monday, the 2nd day of October, 1995. It can be compared with the photocopy that we're having, then we can release the original to the witness if need be.
Council, yes, this is noted. The registrar will cross-check with this original to compare the authenticity of the copy we admitted yesterday.
As the commission pleases. Then the original will be returned back to the witness.
Yes.
As the commission please. Mr. Saidy, do you remember or recall making a statement with the investigators of this commission?
Yeah, ma, I do.
It has 2 attachments that we already have before the commission.
Okay, ma.
One is the request for the assistance written to the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Lands and Regional Government.
Yeah.
And the second one is the report from the Ombudsman's office.
Very well.
We already have those in evidence. So you can detach the two letters, the report and the request for support that is attached to the statement. And you can kindly go through your statement and confirm if that was the statement that you made with the investigators before we tender it into evidence.
Okay. Yeah, ma, this is my statement.
That is the statement.
Yes, ma, yes, sir.
Madam Chair, we apply to another statement of the witness, Mr. Samba Saidy, dated 2nd day of November 2023, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 2nd of November 2023, made by Mr. Samba Saidy, is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/SS/KMC/002.
As the Commission pleases. Mr. Saidy, just to confirm, the documents you were asked to provide yesterday, does it include the petition that was sent to, the petition that was responded to by the Ombudsman? I understand you people wrote a petition, you and Mr. Njie, k.M.C Njie, you petitioned, but we did not see the petition that was sent, but we've seen the response, which was admitted.
No, the petition that I was talking of was in 2016 in regard to when the municipal police were abandoned.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we did not see the petition, but we've seen the response to the petition.
Okay, I think I have the one, I have it, but I can also bring it along.
Yes, you can kindly note it down. We would like to see the petition.
No problem. I'll do that, ma'am. All right, ma, I'll do that.
That will be all for this witness, Madam Chair, in the absence of any questions from the Honorable Commissioners.
Yes, I just have one question. And Mr. Saidy, what can you tell us about the 36,353,824 that is contained in the Ombudsman report, letter that was sent to the Council, indicating that Mr. Sanyang's promotion was associated with his performance? How does the police have the leverage to be able to, or the access to be able to collect such an amount of money?
Yeah, thank you, ma. First and foremost, that's a fabrication, because this collection was done by task force. Sorry. This exercise was conducted by the operation team, including the zone commanders, because we are the people responsible for the zones. And in each zone, we also give our personnel to be part of that exercise in collaboration with the collectors. Now, if this huge amount is being collected with the combination of the police and the collectors, so the credibility goes to one person, it's wrong. It's unfair, very unfair. It's not true. Seni alone cannot do that. And in fact, Seni never go into the field. He was sitting in the office. It was we and some of the officers, because we are stationed at zones, and then we have personnel working on us. We attach them with the collectors to go and collect revenue. Now, if they collect this huge amount of revenue, after the whole entire municipal police, they only single out a promoter Seni and say he have worked on this. Yes. Is Seni a devil?
Now, the next question, Mr. Saidy,
okay,
is were you able to ascertain that it is this 36,353,824 that was collected?
No, I'm not certain. I'm not certain, because we were in the field. If after the collection, the collectors will go to the council, submit what they have scored at the council.
Yes, if it was a task force that was set up to collect this amount, did the task force not sit down to review actually this amount?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. In fact, if they go into the field, after the collection, they'll go to the council and then, submit and then calculate what the amount they have, and then they will submit to them.
So you as a member of that task force, you cannot ascertain whether this was the actual amount that was collected?
I wasn't involved directly. I just have personnels whom I attached to the lancing because they say each zone should produce about 3 officers to be part of that exercise.
Yes.
And then I deploy 3 of my officers to be part of that exercise.
Yes. What I want to be certain about is the authenticity of the amount of money that was collected, whether you have any form of confirming from the finance department or any finance manager whether this was what was collected as at the time this assignment was given to you people to do.
No, I only saw this when the ombudsman, when we went to the ombudsman and the council wrote to them, said this is the amount that these people have collected. And we said to them, not only Cheney alone, it was a combination of the Mr. Police.
Okay, thank you so much,
Okay,
Mr. Saidy.
All right.
Thank you. So you have been asked to bring some certain documents, so please endeavor to do so by next week, Wednesday.
Okay, Ma, can you allow me to at least have something to say, with your permission?
Yes.
As yesterday I said here, in fact, some of my transfers were basically on politics. And I have evidences that I can tender to you people. Because I could remember, after the presidential election 2021, on the 13th of December, when I was going to work, I received a call from Commissioner Malamin Sise that I was supposed to report to the CEO's office, of which I did. I went and reported myself to the commissioner. I said, here I am. He asked me to go to the CEO. I said, no, sir, you are my immediate boss. If CEO call me, according to the rules and ethics of services, you should match me before the CEO and hand over me to the CEO, and then you follow. So he said he's busy. I said, okay, I'll wait for you until you are done. I seated at the council until around 2 o'clock. When CEO called me, he said, Saidy, I asked your commissioner to call you. Didn't you? I said, yes. He called me, but I asked him to match me before you, and he said he's busy, and I would not match myself before you. That was the time he called commissioner, and then commissioner matched me before the CEO. Madam, to my surprise, when I entered in the CEO's office, myself, Commissioner Sise, and the CEO, Deputy CEO, Kajali Jane, they asked HR to come. By then HR went out, and they called Jada Cham. By then Jada was the director of administration. Jada didn't know what was happening. When we entered, we all seated down, and the CEO told me, Saidy, do you know why I called you? I said, no. That there is a report from Serekunda Market that some of the officers are involved in politics. I said, okay. So for being the case, we call you to desist from that activities. I said, okay. And then secondly, he said to me, we understand you were the head of the security at the market. Women of NPP were celebrating in the market, and you didn't make any effort to stop them. I said, okay. When he landed, I said, okay, first and foremost, CEO, let me ask you one question. Now, if you said there are some officers involved in politics, what I know in the rules and ethics of service is you call a parade and then address it generally, or you write a memo across the board. But out of the entire Minister of Police, you single out point at me and call me here about this thing. So you are now labeling me to be a politician in uniform? He said, no. I said, of course. Why calling me alone here? Am I the only officer in the Minister of Police? And secondly, who am I to stop the women of MPP celebrating in the market when they didn't fight, they didn't insult, they were celebrating, dancing? Who am I to stop them? I said, over my dead boy, I will not even try that. So immediately, when we conclude the meeting, immediately I step out. It was a coup plot against me. Immediately I step out, I found my deputy commissioner, Moop, who is presently acting as the commissioner. I found him with a letter. He gave me this letter, I say, he want to go. I say, no, wait, let me read the letter. I read the letter. The letter is with me here. That I'm supposed to transfer immediately from out of the complete complex of the council to the Babucarr dump site. Babucarr dump site, the most junior officer that goes there is sub-inspector. As officer third in command with superintendent rank, taking me to Babucarr dump site. I say, okay, no problem. I take it good faith. I went. After doing my handing over, I was also writing a petition. I attempted to write a petition. When Morinjai, the market manager, came into my office and saw that I'm writing a petition against the council, because I wanted to address one to the ombudsman, one to the ministry, and one to the MPP headquarters. So he called Mayor that Saidy is writing something against the council. And Mayor asked him to invite me to his office. Morinjai came to my office, he said, Mayor, say you go. I said, no. I said, what should I? He said, no, but Mayor, he said, you go. I said, okay, let's go. I went with Morinjai. On my arrival in Mayor's office, I found relevant authorities were seated. Directors, some councillors were all there, including Kadali, the CEO. When I entered, I salute, and they asked me to sit down, and I sat down. Mayor asked me, said, any problem? I said, no, there's no problem. He said, of course, there's a problem. I said, anyway, as far as I'm concerned, there's no problem. He said to me, I understand you were transferred to Babucarr dump site and you wanted to write a petition against the council. I said to ourselves, with respect, we are trained officers. We obey and complain. I will obey your orders, but also I have the right to complain. I say because, me, I feel I'm offended. Being the most senior man on the ground, 13 command, taking me to Babucarr dump site, where inspectors don't even go there. Why taking me there? Because I was called basically on politics. Why should I be a victim on side of politics when I'm innocent? So I also wanted to write my petition. And then he said to me, well, if you want, we can even revoke you going to the dump site. I said, oh, I'll go. I'll obey and I'll go. That's the time I went to the dump site. I was at the dump site almost 9 months.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Saidy. We have heard you, so when you bring your documents, if you have any further documents to submit to the commission, we will look at them with a view to admitting them in evidence.
Okay. All right, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
So what other documents do you have there? You have earlier said that you have.
I have the transfer effecting to Babucarr dump site, which I said was basically on politics. The transfer.
Please, can you hand that over?
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha. Mr. Saidy,
ma.
We will give you time to sort out your documents.
Okay, ma.
And then you will have the opportunity of presenting everything that you have.
Okay, ma. Okay.
So you are hereby discharged.
Okay.
We will call you if we need you to clarify any further issues
Okay.
based on the evidence you have given to this commission.
I have another document with me because anytime I have confrontation with these people, I put it into writing. There was another transfer that I went through, and I wrote to the office of the CEO. The letter is also with me here.
Yes, so you are having, you are trying to sort out your documentation, that is what I mean.
Okay, ma.
So you will take your time.
Thank
I have given you up to next week Wednesday to sort out your documents and put them in order.
Okay.
And then you will submit, you will come here and submit to the registrar.
Thank you,
and we
ma.
will call you
Thank you, ma.
to admit this document.
Thank you, ma.
All right?
Thank you.
You are hereby
All right.
discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Allow me to, let me just ask you, let me just get my papers. Don't worry, let me just go with them like that. Okay.
Good morning, Madam Witness. Can comfortably place your back on the table. Okay. Good morning and welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Muslim.
Can you speak into the mic clearly, please?
Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
I would like to make it in Wolof.
Pardon?
Wolof.
But we can't hear you. Can you speak louder into the mic?
Oh, I said I want to make my testimony in Wolof.
In Wolof. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
An affirmation is fine.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Can you use your right hand? Raise it into the air and then repeat after me. I, Fatou Njie, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn.
Morning, Madam Njie.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming. Let me say it. Let me say it again. Good morning.
Alhamdulillah.
Please speak into the mic.
I said Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Can we proceed?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, Madam Njie.
Good morning.
I'm fine.
Madam Njie, I will require you to speak a little bit louder so that we can hear you.
Okay.
Please. You need to be audible.
Okay.
Thank you. What is your address?
Canifing Estate.
Madam Njie, you opt to speak in Wolof, so you can kindly wait for the interpreter to interpret before you respond.
Mangi deka Kanifing
Kanifing,
Estate.
I reside, Kanifing Estate.
When did you join Kanifing Municipal Council?
Nena kanga boka si Kanifing Municipal Council.
19 July 2019.
2019.
Wow.
You joined Kanifing Municipal Council as a ward secretary, am I right?
Nena bing fateme dang fana kon ward secretary.
Wow. Bente Maneka was secretary.
Still now I am a ward secretary.
Okay. How were you given the position of a ward secretary?
Nena liggéey bobu ward secretary bi nakal lañ la ko joxo wala noko amé won.
Oh, dama don liggéey sama council bi as dama don volunteer pour nek a secretary ci ward bi.
I was working for the council as a volunteer for the ward.
So and then council bi project bi ñëwé ci la ma wax né pour ma apply.
And when it happens, this project came, then I was advised by council to apply.
Wow, then ma apply.
Who in council advised you to apply for this position of a ward secretary?
Nena kan mola advice council pour nga apply ward secretary.
Sama councilor bi.
My councilor.
Who was your councilor at the time?
Kan mo nekon sa councilor jamano bobu?
Mamadou Dramé.
Mamadou Dramé.
Now, did you end up applying and
Nena mujhe
given
go
an
apply.
appointment letter?
Wow, mujhe na apply.
Yes, I later applied.
And were you issued an appointment letter?
Nena ma jox nañ la appointment letter.
Wa jox nañ.
Yes, they do.
Were you confirmed at any point?
Nena am nga confirmation.
Wa jox nañ ma sama appointment
Yes.
letter.
I was issued with a confirmation.
You'll be issued a paper and a pen, or if you have them now, you can provide them. If you don't, you can note down. You can provide us with your application as a ward secretary.
Nena legi jox nañ la kayit danañ la jox pen lepp li nga xamne laajte dañ la ko laajte su fekkee ne yaa ko amee fi nga jéene ko su fekkee ne amee la ko nga bind ko pour nga bañ a faate nga def sa kata pour nga isaale ko fii dégg nga.
Your application letter, the offer of appointment letter, and the confirmation letter.
Nena sa application letter bi ak letter bi nga xamne bu ñu la joxee place bi tamit offer of application ñu jox la ko ak kayit bi nga xamne da nga ko apply boobu tam nga dal di ko génne su fekkee ne amee la ko fii kon nga bind ko bala nga faate.
maa ngi amee sama appointment letter.
I have my appointment letter with me.
May we please see your appointment
Nena mbaa mën nañ ko gis.
Were you promoted or you're still the ward secretary?
Nena dañ la promote wala ba léegi yaa nga nekk ward secretary.
de maa ngi nekk ward secretary bi.
I'm still a ward secretary.
mu ngi nii.
Madam Chair, we apply to tender the appointment on contract letter dated 5th July 2019 addressed to the witness Fatou Njie, signed by Mr. Demboja for the acting CEO, copied Lord Mayor Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, IT Manager, Project Manager, and Executive Secretary, into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 5th of July 2019 addressed to Fatou Njie, Dipakunda, k.m.c, with the subject appointment on contract. The letter is signed by Demboja for acting Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Director of Audit, ID Manager, Project Manager, and Executive Secretary. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/FN in brackets 1/KMC/001.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Ms. Njie, kindly tell us your responsibility as a ward secretary for Fajikunda ward.
No, it's Dipakunda ward.
Sorry, Dipakunda.
Dipakunda ward. Nena nga wax ñu legi yow lan moy sa warugal wala lan moy sa responsibility.
Waaw man suma responsibility si ward bi mo nek councilor bi, for example su nekkee dafa am meeting you wara hold.
For instance, my responsibility as a clerk of the council is that when it happened that councilor have a meeting with some of the guests or otherwise,
so man ma de send message.
I do send message.
Pull inform committee members in they want a meeting at certain date or certain time.
To inform the committee members the date and the time.
So they get tamit council bi dafa need dañ am meetings dama day jël minutes tamit.
And whenever there is a meeting, I used to take minutes of the meeting.
So I'm an issue of the type.
And if there is an issue of typing,
man ma de responsible solo parce que ñu ngi am computer ci office bi way legi nekko di dem.
That is my responsibilities because we have computers there, but unfortunately they are not functioning.
Si community bi su nekkee day am any issue su nekkee councilor bi nekku fa su ma fa fekkee man lañ ko dee wax. And then council.
Whenever the committee have issues and it happened that the councilor is not around, then they came to me and lodged their complaint or any issue to me before the councilor.
Léegi man lañ ko dee wax and then councilor bi su ñëwee and then ma wax ko information boobu noonu.
I will be informed, and when council is back, then I will be informing him of what had happened. Yes.
Okay. Is it also part of your responsibility to supervise the ward trucks?
Supervise ward trucks.
Wow.
Yes.
So how were you supervising these ward trucks?
Waste
trucks.
Moto yi nga xamne dañ dé jël mbalit moto yu mag yi naka nga leen dé superviser?
Wow, comme guys su ñëwé suba ci ward office bi.
Whenever they came to our office in the morning or the ward office in the morning,
they sign.
They do sign.
Suñ signé ba paré.
After the signing,
dama leen dé jox seen ticket books yi.
I used to give them their ticket books.
Wala léegi dama dé ànd ak truck bi.
Or sometimes I accompany them with the truck.
Pour seet nu gaay di liggéeyee.
To see or supervise the way they work.
Okay. So these tickets that you issue them, where will you normally take these tickets from?
Akon nena yow ticket yoyu nga waxé né yow yi nga xamné wax nga ko fi né ya leen dé jox nena fan nga dé joté ticket yoyu?
Dam ko dé jël ci council.
I used to collect them from council.
Ci finance.
Council, finance department.
So how many tickets will you normally take from finance department, and do you have records of the tickets that you will normally take from finance department?
Nena ticket yoyu nga xamné dang ko dé yow wax nga né dang ko dé jot ci loxo finance council. Nena mba ñaata ticket lañ la day jox ak tamit nda am nga fi ko dé bindé né li la jot ci ñi?
20 books lañu dé jox.
I used to be supplied with 20 books.
20 bobu no la dé yobu ci office bi, and then each ticket c'est la ma jox la.
And I take those 20 books to the office, and every morning I issue them with the said tickets.
You take these 20 books per week or every day, or how do you take these books?
Then 20 books you naka nga ko dé jëlé nda bés bu nekk wala semaine bu nekk wala weer.
Suñ ma joxé 20 books yoy non.
When I'm issued with that 20 books,
ticket seller bu nekk dama la dé jox 5 book.
Each ticket seller I used to give you 5 books.
Mu dess 10.
Then it will remain 10.
Legi guys suñ jaay a day guys dañ mëna jaay 5,000 4,000.
And it happens every day they used to sell 4,000 or 5,000.
So suñu jaay nga dañ mëna cash bi daf dé nekk dang ko dé deposit in 10,000.
And the cars, we used to deposit them in 10,000.
So lu tax ma jël 20 books yi moo nekk.
The reason why I used to take 20 books is that
su ma joxee ku nekk 5 books.
whenever I issued 5 to them, each 5 books to them.
léegi-léegi boobu su jeexee nii bala ma delluwaat ba cancel dafa jël time.
And when they are exhausted, before me going back to council, it will take time.
maa ngi am a remaining 10, so 10 boobu laa leen di jox, and then beneen 10,000 boobu laa di yóbbu deposit.
And I have the remaining 10, that is the one I used to issue to them, and I collect the $10,000 to deposit it at council.
Okay. What we need to understand is how often do you take these books? Every week or every 2 days or every 3 days?
Nena legi jamano bi nga xamne bi nga dee jëlee book bi lañ bëgg xam yaagaam bi wala yota bi na benn semaine wala bés bu nekk wala weer bu nekk.
Every léegi-léegi weekly laa ko dee jël dafa depend su nekkee moto bi amul breakdown.
I used to take them or collect them weekly, but it depends when those trucks does not have any breakdown.
wala léegi-léegi daf dee depend ci sales bi tam.
Or sometimes it depends on the sales.
Okay. Now, how many ticket sellers do you have, and also do you supervise these ticket sellers as well?
Nena ñaata ticket sellers nga am?
maa ngi amee ñaari ticket seller.
I have 2 ticket sellers. Nena ndaa dang leen dee supervise?
waaw dama leen dee supervise.
Yes, I do.
waaye nekkul all the time waaye dama day mën a dem ci field bi time to time.
I used to supervise them, although it's not all the time, but sometimes I used to go to the field myself.
So who do they run the accounts to?
Nena ñooñu kon xaalis bi boobu noonu kan lañ ko dee jox?
Man.
Myself.
Now you have a cash book.
Nena yow am nga cash book?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. And have you been keeping records, the ticket books that you've been collecting from the finance department to be given to the 2 ticket sellers?
Nena ticket yi nga xam ne book yi nga xam ne da nga ko dee jot ci council bi nga dal di ko jox sa ticket sellers yi. Nena mbaa da nga ko dee bind yi nga xam ne lu ñu la dee supply.
Wow, serial number yi laa dee bina.
Yes, I used to record their serial numbers.
Why number of ticket books loolu si head office bi dañ ko dee bina foofu.
But the number of the books given to me, the head office, they used to record them.
Why dama am cash book ba pare ma am receipt book tamit.
I have a cash book and I have a receipt book.
And this receipt book is where you will enter the serial numbers that you will give to the ticket sellers.
Of the receipts.
Nena receipt book si bobu moy number yi nga wax ne serial number si fofu nga ko dee recordé.
Wow.
Yes, that's correct.
Then the cash book will be the cash they will render to you upon selling these tickets. That's why you will enter the revenue that they collect.
Nena kon cash book bi mom pour xaalis bi nga xam ne ticket sellers si luñ jaay xaalis buñ la si fofu nga ko dee bindee.
Wow.
Yes.
And how often these 2 ticket sellers render account, do they submit to you every day?
Nena ñoom ñi nga xam ne ñoo dee jaay ticket yi nena kañ la dee jox xaalis daa bés bu nekk lañ la dee jox xaalis wala daala.
Waaw suñ liggéeyee ba wàcca.
Yes, whenever they work and after they close, they render accounts to me.
waaw dañ dee ñëw si office bi pour bank.
They come to the office for banking.
And you've been keeping these cash books from 2019 to date?
Nena depuis 2019 bente yaa ngi amee cash book yooyu.
Waaw parce que 2019 bu just doore.
Yes, but because when at the beginning of 2019.
boobu si head office bi lañ daan yóbbu pay slips si parce que si bank bi lañ daan fay before.
At that time we used to take the pay slips to the office because we were depositing monies at the bank.
No, but the ticket sellers will still render accounts to you, then you will go and pay at the bank.
Nena waaye jaaykat ticket yi ñoom xaalis bu ñu dee am si yow lañ ko dee isi yow yaa ko dee yóbbu si bank.
And once they render account to you, you have a cash book to enter those monies that they've been rendering to you.
Nena te suñ la joxee xaalis boobu am nga cash book bi nga xam ne boobu nga dee bind bala nga yóbbu ko bank.
Waaw.
Yes.
Then it is correct to say you should have a cash book from 2019 to date.
Nena kon dafa war pour nit wax ne depuis 2019 ba tey yaa ngi amee cash book.
Wow.
Yes.
May we please have the cash book from 2019 to date and the receipt book that you just mentioned here, that you've been entering the serial numbers of the receipt books that you've been issuing to the sellers.
Mun nañ am cash book bi jóge ko 2019 ba tey ak receipt book bi nga xam ne wax nga ne foofu nga day bind serial numbers receipts yi.
Okay.
Okay.
If you don't have it here, we'll give you a pen and a paper. You can note it down to provide us with the
Nena lu mooy laajte loo xam ne ànduloo ak moom léegi lu ñuy def mooy dinañ la jox kayit ak pen nga dal di ko bind pour nga isi ko fii pour nga bañ a faate.
And the receipt books as well.
Ak receipt book bi yëpp.
Okay.
Madam Jai, we will want you to bring the books by Monday. Please note the date so that you will not forget. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ms. Njie, do you remember making a statement with the investigators of this commission?
Wow.
My
statement. Yes.
You will be provided with the statement. You can kindly go through it and confirm if that was the statement that you
a statement be bobu lañ la jox ni légui yow li ngay def moy dang ko set na set ndax bobu la sa cadeau la wala det.
Wow.
Yes.
Sorry. We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Fatou Njie, dated the 24th of July 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 24th of July 2024 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/FN in brackets 1/KMC/002.
Ask the commission, please. Ms. Njie, kindly take us through your educational background. Swiftly, please.
Legi lu mu jena buga mu pour nga leral ñu sa janga bi fo doore be ak fan nga em.
Wa ma ngi doore small primary school Ndaws Comprehensive.
I started my primary school at Ndaws Comprehensive.
Fofu la dem be junior school.
Where I was until my junior school.
Ma joge fofu nonu ma continue Gambia High School.
From there then I continued at the Gambia High School.
Ma graduated.
After my graduation,
Sila proceed to GTTI.
I went to the GTTI.
Ma janga fofu nonu software application.
I did software application therein.
From fofu nonu.
From there,
Madam MDI.
I went to the MDI.
Sila study management fofu nonu.
That's where I studied management.
With advanced diploma.
Up to advanced diploma.
Wow.
Okay, thank you. Now, as a ward secretary, I understand that you're also the secretary for the ward development committee. Is that correct?
Nena ward secretary gomna ne yotam yane ka development committee secretary.
Wow.
Yes, that's correct.
And you were having meetings, regular meetings?
Nena langende am meetings come ngware.
Wow, ganen am meeting kind.
Yes, we used to have meetings there.
And you were the one responsible for the minutes of meetings as well?
Nena fofu tamet yaw ya de bind minutes meeting bi.
Wow, meetings you de feke you la de am.
Yes, whenever I'm present I record the minutes of the meetings.
Okay. Now, at what point were you giving the revenue that you will collect from the ticket sellers to the license collector? When was this license collector posted at your ward?
Nena license collector si ngam ne ñom ne kon sa ward. Kañ lañ ne isi yoon fofu, kañ lañ ne post fofu?
If I could remember from now.
Sorry, we did not.
Yes, please speak into the mic and raise your voice a bit so that we can get your evidence.
But it's more money remember from now 2021, 2022. La guy door the news ward office.
If I can remember fully, I think this was in the year 2021.
2021, 2022.
2021, 22. This was the time they were posted to the office.
During that time, how many license collectors were attached at your ward?
Nena jamano bobu ñaata license collectors lañ yobu sen ward?
Bena.
One.
And who was this license collector that you were submitting revenues to?
Nena koku mo nek kan ki nga xamne koku nga ne kon di joy revenues.
Jibril.
Jibril.
Wow.
Now, do you have a cash book of the revenue you've been submitting to? Can you give us the full name of Jibril?
Jibril Dabo.
Jibril Dabo.
Mr. Jibril Dabo?
Wow.
So, it's from the ticket sellers to you, from you to Mr. Jibril Dabo. How were you keeping records between you and Mr. Jibril Dabo?
Nena ticket sellers si sinjaye ñu jox la ko yow nga dal di ko jox Jibril Dabo nena nda am nga book fi nga am ne loko de jox da ko de binda.
Wow, bu mo nek receipt books yi.
Yes, that is the receipt books.
I understand. You only submit receipt books to Mr. Jibril Dabo or together with the submissions?
Nena receipt yi rek ngay joxe Jibril Dabo wala xaliss bi tamit da ko de jox.
De Jibril xaliss bi rek lañ ko de jox.
No, I used to give him monies, only monies.
And do you give him these submissions every day or weekly? How often do you do this?
Nena xaliss bi kañ nga ko de jox nda bes bi la wala semaine?
Suñ jaayé tay
when they make sales today,
si ëllëg si lañ ko de jox si suba.
The following morning we do submission to him.
Every other day. Am I correct?
Nena if bes bu nekk.
Wow, parce que daf di fekk time boobu noonu late na already, time bu gaay dee wàcc te fa fekk Jibril wàcc na.
Yes, because normally when they do collections before they close, it happens that Jibril close. So the following morning we used to make submission.
Yes, this submission that you've been doing to Mr. Jibril Dabo, you were keeping records of how much you've been rendering to Mr. Jibril Dabo. Am I correct?
Nena kon dafa melni li nga di jox Jibril Dabo ci xaliss dang ko dey bind ñaata la ko ñaata nga ko jox.
Le Jibril su ñëwé for example su ma ko joxé 10,000.
For instance, whenever Jibril came, if I gave him 10,000,
loolu daf ma draw a receipt.
He will draw a receipt for me.
Receipt bobu dama am receipt book.
Then that receipt, I have a receipt book.
Fofu la day enter li receipt number bi.
That's where I do record the receipt number.
Ak amount bi.
And the amount.
Okay, that's if you're supposed to give Mr. Dabo 10,000. How about if you're giving him less than 10,000? Do you keep records of it?
Nena come linga wa come soko jo 10,000 negi soko jo has binga ne mutu 10,000 da bobu tam da ko rebinda.
Or whatever that is given to Mr. Jibril Dabo, that's what he will give you, he will receipt you off.
Wala lo xamne lolu nga ko jox ci xaliss lolu la rebinda ci receipt mu jox la ko.
De lola 10,000 bobu rek la nekk.
It is only 10,000 always.
Then I'll be correct to say you always give Mr. Jibril Dabo every other day $10,000.
Nena kon dafa melni bes mu nekk soko jo 10,000 nga ko de jox.
Wow.
Yes.
And you have a receipt book to show evidence that you've been giving Mr. Jibril Dabo every other day $10,000.
Nena te sa receipt book bi tamit bobu comme wax nga ne dang ko def receipt nena lolu dina wone ne bes bu nekk yow Jibril Dabo 10,000 nga ko de jox.
Wow, ma ngi amé receipt book.
Yes, I have the receipts.
Please note down to provide us with the receipt book. And this has been going on for how long?
Nena li depuis kañ la won?
Lolu la wone
2021, 2022.
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot remember fully, but as I said, 20, 21, and 22.
Up to date?
Nena ba legi?
De ji dañ ko change.
No, Jibril have been changed.
Every year they change license collector.
Every year the license collectors are changed.
Okay, that's fine. You can also find out exactly what time did Mr. Jibril Dabo started coming to your ward or was attached at your ward. Then that way we'll know when Mr. Jibril left, who came in and at what time.
Nena legi li nga def nga bindal lol tamit so demé pour nga def sa carte nga xam Jibril kañ nga ñewon ci yow ban at la won ban waxtu.
Yes, you can give us information.
Lolu su amé nañ mëna xam mom bu mu jéxalé fofu kat mo ñew.
You can give us information on that and the next person that came in at what time.
Nena bobu suñ ko joxé xibar bobu da nga gis né tamit ku ko topa wala ku ci ki nga xamné bu fa joggé ku ñew bobu da nga wax da nga xam ban jamano la ñew pour nga wax ñu kan la.
Okay.
Okay.
Ms. Njie, are you aware of the shortages that was queried by the 2020 National Audit Report and the internal report against your ward?
Nena mba yeg nga ay manche xaliss bi nga xamné auditors yi report nañ ko ci sa ward bi té ñaari auditors la internal ak external auditors yépp.
Wa amna buma yeg de.
Yes, I was aware of some.
You were aware of both?
Of some. Some report.
Of some?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, in the internal audit, starting from the period 1st of January to the 31st of December December 2021.
Internal audit ñoom seen report bi jógee ko
1st of January
1st of
to the
January
31st of December 2021.
to the 31st of December 2021.
For the Pakunda ward, the ward secretary at the time was you, Fatou Njie.
Nena te Dipakunda ward te ward secretary bi fa nekkoon jamono boobu mooy yow Fatou Njie.
Total ticket sales were 582,795.
Nena ticket yi nga xam ne jaay nañ ko mooy
582 795. The total deposit was 550,415.
Nena xaalis bi 550,415.
Now the variances or the underpayment was 32,380.
Nena léegi da nga gis ne lu manqué foofu mooy 33,380.
And the shortage recovery system recovered only 8,590.
Nena te si loolu li ngeen jot mooy 8,090.
The balance from that ward to be settled was 23,790.
Nena da nga gis ne léegi lu desoon pour seen ward bi li ñu war a fay dafa dem ba 23,790 dollars.
Now, Madam Jai, tell us how was this shortage possible?
Nena léegi dafa bëgga wala dañ bëgga pour yow sa boppa nga leeral ñu manqué boobu naka la loolu xewee woon.
Waa shortage bi.
Yeah, these shortages.
Before the local government, before you know what the commission be then one they call secretary.
When I was informed that before we were told that the local government will call the secretaries.
Then you all want you after the shortage be.
We were called and we were informed about these shortages.
So okay, Madam Jai, sorry, I want to understand, before the commission calls you, were you aware of these shortages?
Yes.
Yes, I was informed.
Okay, so now before your reaction to the commission's, the investigators' inquiry with regards to the commission, before we get to that point, the question I'm asking now was, how was this possible at the time?
Okay.
Investigators.
Shortage be lu happen on?
What happened to this shortages?
Time bobu ñu go introduce on Ecotech machines.
At that time, the Ecotech machines were introduced.
So through that machine, they could have done malfunctions.
Through that machines, there was a malfunction.
So shortage be fufula joge one.
That is how this shortage was caused.
So after guy investigate na lolo and then guy realized the fufula joge.
It was investigated and it was realized that this shortages happens through the machines.
So there was some
shortages that my ticket sellers were paid back.
Your ticket sellers were paid back of what?
Yeah, because it was told that there was some shortage that
your ticket sellers paid
the
back.
Ticket sellers supposed to pay.
Every guy every month on commission basis.
And every month when you sell your tickets and you come for the commission basis, and it was deducted.
So every month they deduct.
And they were deducted every month because
shortage be boom amewon guiding them they realized it was these Ecotech machines that were having problems.
This shortages happens after all they realized that this was the Ecotech machines that have problem.
So they double sales.
Because it was doubling the sales.
So Lowland realized.
That is what was realized.
At the initial stage, yes, it's true that the Ecotech machines had issues later on, but at the initial stage there were no issues because the same machine did the shortage system recovery to recover 8,000 out of that 32,000. So it couldn't have been the Ecotech machines at the time because it was that same machine that did the recovery of 8,590.
Nena soko sete nena waaw waaye bu njëkk bi nekkoon Ecotech machine la de nena loolu du Ecotech machine parce que soko sete Ecotech machine si boppam moo ñëw recover lu dem ba 8,000.
Man de loolu laa mën a remember si sortation.
8,590.
8,590.
That's what the machine recovered, 8,590.
The machine you recovered 8,590.
If the machines were still having issues or were having issues, would not have recovered those amount.
Nena su fekkee ne machine yi jamono boobu nga wax dafa amoon problème kon du mun a recover amount boobu mooy njëgi boobu 8,590.
And these issues only started in the Ecotech machines issues only started in 2022, and we're referring to 2021 internal audit report.
Nena te ko seede machine yi ngay wax ni yooyu buñ dooree boobu 2022 la woon waaye lii lu ñuy wax ni boobu dafa xewoon si ati 2021 ci report bi.
Now the question would be, were there instances where the ticket sellers will not render the whole amount that was supposed to submit to you?
Nena kon laajte bi lana war a tax loolu mooy na ticket sellers yi ticket yi ñu dee jaay xaalis bu ñu dee am léeg-léeg duñ ko dee mbaa duñ ko dee jox duñ la dee jox xaalis bi yëpp bi nga xam ne boobu la ñu am.
déedéet ticket sellers yi dañ daan ñoom luñ daan jaay loolu la andi.
No, whatever they sell is what they submit to me.
Then why would they easily agree to their salaries being deducted if they were not suppressing cash?
Nena kon lana wona tax pour ñom ñu nangu pour ñu dog leen ci sen wër bi sen fay bi su fekkee ne ñom sen boppa nekkul ñom xaalis bi manjewul ci sen loxo lana mëna tax ñu nangu pour ngeen ñu leen di dog pour fay xaalis boobu.
xamoon naa ne daal every end of month dañ daan am shortage so dañ leen daan di dog.
All I know is
te ñoom dañ daan complain it's because of this machine.
Every month they used to have shortage and it is deducted from their salaries, and all the complaints they were lodging was the machines have a problem.
And that's not the only recovery, because in national report as well,
national report
for Dipakunda ward at the time, you are the ward secretary Fatou Njie. National audit report of 2020, page 73.
National audit report 2023.
73.
73, okay, page 73.
Yes, the shortage amount was 22,065.
Has become the manchina more 22,065.
And the machine recovered 8,579.
The machine will recover more 8,579.
This one is 8,590.
Be 8,590.
And the balance to recover from your ward at the time, as of 2020, was 13,486. We will give you both the national audit report and the internal audit report to confirm what I am telling you.
You have
already stated here that they've been having shortages every month. And it will only be correct to start asking you, the supervisor, how was that happening, or what could be the possible case. Which could not be the machine at the time, because the machine was working fully and effective at the time. So there should be a possible explanation to this instead of the machine. And we want to hear an explanation from you first. It's either you, okay, you can go ahead. Did you see both the national and internal audit reports?
National and internal audit report.
Wow.
Yes.
Now tell us, how was this shortages possible? Were these shortages possible?
Okay. Comme nu ma ko waxee rek man am na yenn figures yoo xam ne man maa ngi ko soog a gis fii ne mi ngi am shortages.
As I said earlier on, there are some papers that indicates that there was a shortage. I'm just seeing them in here.
Why the only shortage bu ma muna confirm?
But the only shortage that I can confirm.
When I got time, then deduct some ticket seller every month.
This was the time when, as I said earlier on, our ticket sellers were deducted every month.
Due to the machines. Due
to the machines. For that I recover. I can remember.
Why figures yi mama ko soga gis ni.
But these figures is my first time to see them.
Wow.
Yes.
But I ask you here whether you were aware of the audit reports, both national audit report and internal audit. You said yes. And I also ask you, sorry.
Nena mom dafa la laajte woon fii ndaa gis nga ñaari audit reports yi yëpp nga ne ko waaw.
And I also ask you if you're aware of the shortages. You said yes, you understand that every month there were shortages at your ward.
Nena ci kaw loolu mu daw la laajte ndaa yëg nga affaire yi manche bi nga ne waaw parce que weer bu nekk def de am manche yu de am ci sa ward bi.
Which is to confirm that you were aware of everything that was going on in your ward with regards to the ticket selling.
Te loolu lu muy wone mooy lépp li nga xam ne mu ngi dox ci sa ticket sellers yi yëpp yëg nga ko.
Loolu moo tax ma mention shortage bi bu ma wax ne gars every month dañ leen dee deduct.
This is why I mentioned this time or the period when my collectors were deducted every month.
Loolu rek laa mun a confirm ne dañ dee am shortages parce que every month gars dañ dee complain ne machine bi moo dee tax ñu dee am shortage. Si ñoom lu mu ñu wax.
That is the one I confirm, and I know that every month they used to have shortage because they complained to me that the machines are making them to have shortages.
Parce que man understand ma machine bi musuma use machine bi. So ñoom lu ñu wax rek man loolu laa dee jàpp.
For me, I have no understanding on the said machines. I don't use them. So whatever they report to me, that's what I believe.
Now, based on what you've been receiving from these collectors, everything, or they keep submitting the whole amount all the time with you, there is never a shortage.
Then kon dafa melni jaay kat yi tickets yi bes bu nekk luñ jaay loolu lañ la day jox bu suñ manché sa digante ak ñom manché am musta am.
Come again?
Mu ne ticket yi ngi leen jox ñi nga xam ne ñoo la day jaay ticket yi. Suñu jaayee ticket xam nga wax nga ne suñu jaayee ticket ba pare dañ la day jox xaalis.
Waaw dañ dee jox
kon dafa mel ni ñoom pour xaalis bi nga xam ne bu ñu la ko war a jox xaalis bi nga xam ne dañu la ko isi xaalis boobu musta manqué bés bu nekk lu ñu war a isi loolu lañ dee isi si yow.
De musuta manqué de.
No, they have never have shortages when making submission to me.
But you already stated here that every month they were having shortages.
Nee na waaye wax nga fii ne weer bu nekk dañ di am shortages.
Loolu laa wax ma ne dañ ma dee deposit xaalis waaye every month dañ dee am shortage soo leen laajee dañ dee wane it's because of the machines. So man nekk man maa leen dee deduct dañ dee dem head office so from head office ñoo leen dee wane da ngeen am shortage of this. Foofu lañ leen dee deduct instantly.
Whenever they submit monies to me, as I said earlier on, there is no shortages, but they came and complained to me that the monies that they go to the office, that was the time these office people complained to them that there was a shortages and they start deducting from their salaries.
Miss,
you are not getting the council's question.
Yeah,
she has asked that whether you receive every other day the correct amount from your ticket sellers. And you said
yes. Da bes bu nek sax ticket sellers yi dañ la dé ici xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu lañ jaay dara du dem manqué suñu lay jox xaalis bi nga ne waaw.
So there is supposed to be, there is, from what we can understand from your evidence, there is inconsistency. If you receive the exact amount of tickets you issued to them and they give you the exact amount after collection, there cannot be any shortage in that circumstance. Is that correct?
Lo xamne dal nek na ñaari cadre yi nga xamne bokut neena su fekke ne ticket yi nga xamne yoyu la nañ jox pour ñu jaay ticket yoyu njëg yi nga xamne yoyu lañ am wala ticket yoyu lañ wara gëné ñu jël njëg bobu jox la ko dara manché wu neena kon soté du fa am wala am soté
ñom time bobu buñ gaay daan use machine bi.
At that time when they were using these machines,
did they use ticket books?
Now tell us, what is the duration of the time that they were using the machine that you have?
We don't use
this
ticket
problem?
books. Nena legi nga wax ñu jamano ban time la won nga xamne ñu ngi use machine.
How many months?
Am problem ba ñata wër?
2020 la machine bi door.
The machine started in the year 2020. If I could remember fully.
Yes. Is it from 2020 that it has started? Up to what time?
Nena joge ko 20 be kañ?
xam naa ne bu mu dooree de dem na lu yaaga tuuti and then ñu stop ko si leen stop use machine bi.
When did they start using the machine?
nee na machine yi kañ lañ ko start di ko use.
mënuma wax actual date bi.
I cannot
waaye xam naa ne
please note that and let us know exactly what time, because in your statement you have stated that you said, let me read from your statement, page 2. You said, I am aware of cash shortages against ticket sellers all the time, but council would always deduct the shortages amount from their salaries. So now tell us when the problems of the machine and what is the range of time that they were having problems with, so that we can move on from this point.
Jamane machine bi da ngeen jot machine wala machine bi dañ leen ko jox ak jamana bi nga xamne dañ ko stop da ngeen stop di use machine bi dina pour nga wax ñu interval bi wala ñaata kañ la ak ñaata at wala ñaata weer.
Council, you may proceed.
Nga bind ko yëpp pour nga baña faté.
Thank you. Ms. Njie, is only one thing. You were the supervisor.
Wow.
Yes.
And if you genuinely believe the problem was the machine, you should take that up with council. You shouldn't have allowed them their salaries to be deducted by council.
Nena yow ya warona jok sa tanka sa digante ñom ak council yow warona tok nga nangu council bi di tok sen fay bi.
Man by right sa nekuma supervisor da man secretary of the ward.
By right I am not a supervisor, I am just a ward secretary.
But you stated in your statement that you oversee these ticket sellers.
Yes. Nena wa yow sa kaddu la bi nga xamne wax nga ko ci sa statement bi ne yow ya de set wala ya de sit gis mbiri supervisor ci
submissions come from them to you and from you to council at some point, then from you to the license collector.
Nena te wax nga ne ñom ticket sellers yi suñ jaay lu ñoy jaay ba paré xaliss bi yow lañ ko dé ici ya day jël xaliss bi yobu ko council wala amna jamala bi nga xamné so joté xaliss bobu nga jox ko ki nga xamné koku mo fa nekkon ci turi license sellers bi.
You are their first point of contact that they will render account to.
Nena yow ya ndeka nit ku njëkka ki nga xamné ñom lepp li nga xamné jaay nañ ko ci yow lañ ko dé ici.
And also you already made it clear in your statement and in evidence that they are under your responsibility.
Nena te yow wax nga ko ci sa statement bi fi ta wax nga ko ne ñoom yépp ci sa ron lañ nekk.
Lolu dëgg la.
Them allowing their salaries to be deducted and you not acting.
Nena nga dal di nangu pour ñuy dog sen sa fay bi te nekkuloo woon di def dara wala defaloo dara.
Shows that they were suppressing cash.
Nena loolu mu wone mooy lu am la ñoom dañ seen xaalis day manqué.
Man lu ma war si def naa ko.
I did my duties.
Parce que gars yi suñ amee problème si man lañ di ñëw.
Because whenever they have problems they come to me.
Ma demee ba bu gars yi explain na la ne buñ ma explain na la ne.
So they
deduct every month.
When they explained to me that they are deducting them every month.
Man dem na pour inquire about loolu noonu.
I went to inquire about that.
Waaye nekkul ñoom kese lañ daan deduct sax.
Why it was not only those some of my ticket sellers.
Parce que yeneen ticket sellers tam ñu ngi doon complain about loolu.
There many of the ticket sellers were complaining about that.
So man lu ma war def naa ko moo nekk wax leen ñi dañ daan am shortage all the time wala léegi dama dee call head officer.
That is one of my duties. I did what I supposed to do whenever they have shortages. Sometimes I call office.
Okay, that's fine. So you can just submit your cash books.
We
will find out from your cash book if you were having shortages aside from the machine as you're claiming.
Cash books bi boba ñu dañ am xam-xam da shortage bi dang ko day am wala machine ya data.
And about deducting any person's salary at the time who is a collector is because they were suppressing cash.
Ak xaliss bi nga xamne dañ dé dog ci collector ci sen fay bi ndax lu taxone moy comme wax nga ne dañ dé am xaliss bu manché bi nga xamne jot nañ ko.
That will be all for this witness, Madam Chair. Unless the commissioners have any question for this witness, then we'll go through her cash books. If she brings them, then we'll call her if need be.
All right. I have one or two questions. Madam Njie, you have told the commission that the ticket sellers are paid on commission.
Ticket sellers they commission.
So they are not paid salaries?
Salary.
At first, commission lañ dan fay.
For the first time, they were paid commissions.
But
now they are paying them salaries.
Are they also on contract as you are in contract?
Contract contract
Man xam naa ne daal jot naa suma contract la waaye ñoom xaw ma nag.
For me, yes, I know that I got my contract. But
and how much were they being paid?
I have no idea.
Paid commission?
ñoom ñaata la ñoon di fay gaay seen commission.
te ñoom luñ daan jaay rek loolu lañ daan fay.
No, it depends how much they collect.
Parce que ñoom understand nañ process bi nu mu dee demee.
Because they understand the process, so they are paid as they collected.
Yes, you as their some sort of supervisor. How much were they being paid if they, because you have already told us that when you give them a ticket book, the total amount to be collected from that ticket book is 10,000. So if they are paid 10,000, what is the commission fees that they are paid?
Nena legi wanga fi yow sama wanga fi ne yow so len joxe box yi da nga gis ne lu nekk bu xaalis bi nga xam ne boobu lañ la war a submit day nekk 10,000. Nena kon legi ni su lay see 10,000 moom ñaata moo war a nekk commission am bi foofu ñaata lañ leen dee fay.
Foog naa dañ leen daan fay 2,000 and book buñ jaay bu nekk dañ si daan am $1,000 or $100 something like that.
I think they were paying them 2,000.
Waaye ñoom ñoo la gën a mun a wax comme
each of the books
ñoom ñoo gën a understand affairs.
But they are the very people who can tell me
Madam Njie, I am asking because if they are to be paid, you have to make some sort of confirmation that this is how much, because you are the one that issued them the cash books. So you know exactly how much they have earned, they have collected as revenue. Is that not the case?
Dafa war pour nga xam parce que yow yaa nekk ñoo koo xam ne lépp li nga xam ne jot nañ ko suñ nit ñi suñ ñëwee yow lañ la ko dee jox. So war nga xam ne kii jox na ma lii nii lañ ko war a fee war nga xam loolu kay.
We want to be clear as to how much they were being paid commission.
Nee na ñun dañu bëgg a xam pour mu leer ñaata lañ leen dee jox commission. Loolu rek la.
Xalaat su ma demee ma inquire more about
please
loolu.
note so we know exactly how much.
Unless if I go I make inquiries to know exactly how much they were earning as a commission.
Yes. And the second question is, you were given a contract effective 1st of July 2019, ending 30th of June 2022. Is that correct?
And I have a contract to go 2019 by June 2022.
So has your contract been renewed after June 2022?
June 2022, the contract we didn't renew.
Why didn't extend?
So please bring your renewal.
It was extended.
I have it with me.
Yes, so
I have it with me.
Please submit it.
And
And were you paid your gratuity?
Then I failed a gratuity.
Wow.
Yes.
Please bring evidence of the payment of your gratuity.
Then I'm going to say you failing gratuities. Evidence.
Sun graduate bobu cash lañ mako joxonde dañ mako jox in cash rek and then ma sign mun na recall lolu.
Then
I was paid my gratuities in cash and after all I signed. I can remember.
Did you sign any voucher?
Nena ma sign ngay voucher?
I can't remember, but I know that I signed something.
But check and tell us how much you were
I can't
paid.
remember, but I remember taking the cash and I signed.
And get the finance department to give you a document stating that this was how much they paid you as your gratuity.
Nena so dem finance fofu mun nañ la jox kayit bi nga xamne bobu moy woné wala moy léral ñaata lañ la feyon ci duty sa xaalis bi.
And you have as part of your duty, when you collect this cash, you do reconciliations.
Yes.
Do you submit this?
Who
do you submit to?
Sawargal so jote xaalis bi be pare war nga def consideration nena nda bobu tamit dang ko dé submit so ne waaw fan nga ko dé submit ci kan
Well, reconciliation bi dañ ko def every Friday.
Yes, we do make reconciliation every Friday.
So please submit to us the reconciliations you do every Friday.
Nena reconciliation nga xam ne da ko def Friday comme ni ko waxe nga submit ko tam.
This will allow us to know where the problem of the searches happen every month and why they have to be deducting the ticket sellers every month.
Nena li dinañu wone wala dina leral naka la sotage bi di xewon ak dog bi nga xam ne dañoo di dog ñi seen fay bi.
Ci reconciliation bi dañ am li receipt book.
The reconciliation we have a receipt book.
So receipt book bobu lañ di yóbbu every Friday. Mom lañ dé reconcile with and then ñu tick ko.
The receipt book, that is the one we use to reconcile every Friday, and after it will be ticked.
All right. I think we have requested that you bring that receipt.
Yes.
Yes.
For these amounts that have been mentioned in the national audit query and in the internal audit query, do you know whether these amounts have been recovered?
Dina legi halis bu manche bo bi nga wax ne bi nga xamne audit bi dañ ko wax ne dafa manche dina legi nda halis bobu nda xam nga nda fay dañ ko wala fay ko.
Moy ban halis parce que may gis fi ay different amounts.
Yes, I want to exactly be guided because I see different amounts.
No, it's from what you know, whether you have at any point in time been asked to, whether for the collectors that are under you or from your own side, were you asked to refund any monies?
Nina halis bi nga xamne bu manke yep la bi nga xamne yow xam nga ko nda doge ko ci sa collector ci ak yi nga xamne claim nañ ne halis bobu dafa manke nda amna halis bi nga xamne fay nañ ko ci li nga xam.
That you are aware of?
Bi nga xamne yow sa bopa xam nga ko.
Dédé.
No.
Hala suma ticket selay ñom dañ dan di dog every
Please
month.
speak up. Only
mané hala suma ticket selay ñom every month dañ dan di dog.
Only for my ticket sellers, as I said, they have been deducted every month. For that I know.
Thank you. When you bring your cash books and your receipts, we will look at that. Thank you, Madam Njie. So we expect you to bring your cash books on Monday, and if there is any time we need you to come and clarify certain issues for us, we will call you to do so. And thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, brother.
Yes, before you proceed, I have asked you whether you have the extension of your contract.
I've given it to him.
Yes, okay. Council, can we have that admitted, please? Mr. Gay, can you please check the mic for council? And please be paying attention to the council for our mic.
Thank you. Ms. Njie, this extension was just for 1 month, and it was from 1st of July to the 31st of July 2022. Do you have subsequent extensions since you're still the ward secretary?
Nena extension bi soko sété bobu béna wér la rek la nena nda am nga benen bi nga xamné bobu tamit am nga ko comme yow ba légui ya nekk secretary bi.
Show ma nak way fogna man ko xawma fan la ko def nak parce que bi dama ko don check lu motama gis ko.
I'm not very sure. I don't
but
know. But
suma démé dina ko confirm.
Where I place it because I was checking thoroughly to luckily I came across this one.
Okay,
but if I go back I will do my best to find it.
Thank you. Please note it down. Ma'am Chair, we apply to tender the extension of contract dated 30th of June 2022 addressed to Ms. Fatou Njie, Secretary Dipakunda, signed by Demboja for the CEO, copied Lord Mayor, Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, Director of Compliance, Deputy Director of Services, Waste Committee, and Establishment Appointment Committee, Acting Project Manager, into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 30th of June 2022 with reference KMC/ADM/055 addressed to Fatou Njie, Secretary Dipakunda, with the subject extension of contract. It is signed by Demboja for Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, k.m.c, Director of Finance, Director of Internal Audit, Director of Compliance, Deputy Director of Services, Waste Committee, Establishment and Appointment Committee, and Acting Project Manager. This letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/FN in brackets 1/KMC/003.
As the Commission pleases.
So, Madam Njie, thank you so much. You are discharged. We hope to see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please call the next witness.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness.
Afternoon.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. What is your religion?
Islam.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
The Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Can you hold the Holy Quran? And then repeat after me. I, Babucarr
Mansali,
do swear that
I
will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
and
nothing but the truth.
the truth.
So help me God.
So help me Allah.
Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mansali.
Afternoon.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Madam.
Council, can we please proceed?
Thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Please tell the Commission your names.
My names are Babucarr Mansali.
What is your address?
My address is Tallinding North.
Okay, could you tell us your highest qualification?
I attended Mampata Nursery School. From there, Tallinding Lower Basics. From there, Greater Banjul Upper Basic, and then end up Gambia Senior Secondary School.
Okay. When did you join Kanifing Municipal Council as an elected councillor?
2018.
Representing which ward?
Representing Tallinding North Ward.
Okay. Do you remember making a statement with the investigators?
Yes, I do.
You'll be shown your statement. You can kindly go through it and confirm if that was the statement.
Okay. Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Mr. Babucarr Mansari, dated the 29th day of October 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 29th of October 2024, signed by the said witness, is hereby admitted in evidence as exhibit, and it is marked as LGC/BM in brackets 1/KMC/001.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Mr. Mansari, kindly take us through the developments that you've done in your ward. Mr. Mansari?
Yes.
It was a question to tell us what exactly you've done for your ward.
Yes,
from
that's what I...
2018 to 2023. And if you wish to refer to a particular document, you can just say that first, then you will be granted the time and opportunity to go through your documents and do.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. From 2018 to 2023, when I was elected as the ward councillor for Tallinding North Ward,
yes,
we've provided 8 community taps for the people of Tallinding North.
That was in year 2018.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we also fence the football field that is at the school, Tallinding Primary School.
Okay.
We've also fenced our only cemetery in Tallinding North when we have that windstorm.
Okay.
We also install street lights in our community.
And this is all in 2018. I will now, for it to be faster and precise, tell us the developments you've made in 2018, 2019, because we understand there are ward allocations.
Yes.
And your ward was also allocated.
Yes.
How much funds was your ward allocated from 2018 to 2023?
Actually, I cannot tell unless we print out our statements, but we do receive
funds from 2018.
No, 2020.
2020. You're
Yes.
also part of the council. Okay, that received from 2020. So now you can tell us from 2020. Okay, you were mentioned in 2018 the developments.
Yes.
So how was this funded?
Based on my interaction with the community, I know that council alone cannot do everything. I reach out to partners.
Okay. Such as?
Yes. Such as businessmen in my community.
Okay.
Yeah. I do engage them and also reach out to certain institutions to
Okay.
institutions like NAWEC.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. To fund some of these projects.
Yeah, to form some of these projects in 2018.
Okay. So how do you normally reach out to them? Do you write to them or do you meet them and do a verbal communication with them?
Yeah, for the businessmen in my community, we do meet them personally. We
Okay.
talk to them that we are here to serve our people, and these are some of the things that we want to do in our community.
Okay.
And we cannot do it alone. That's why we want to collaborate with you people to support anything that you can do. So sometimes they do respond.
Okay. So were you writing, or did you write to any of these sponsors?
No, the sponsors, no, except some, yes, we do write to them, but some based on verbal communication, and others, they see the job that we are doing for our community. Okay. They say they also want to play their quota just to help. So they voluntarily did this thing.
Okay.
Others, I did not follow them. They reach out to me.
Okay, so to the ones that you've written to, you can kindly provide us with the letters.
Okay.
And to be precise, how many did you write to?
I could not remember.
You cannot remember. Okay,
but
you can find out and get back to us.
Yes.
Then you can note down that you should bring the letters written to some of the sponsors.
No problem.
Okay. So now, when they're helping or when they're aiding financially, how were they giving out these funds? How were they disbursing these funds?
I could remember for the street lights, when we were installing those street lights, I went with the person up to the man who normally made these lights, and then he give money to that man. So there is a guy in Bundung, because that project was started with the former councillor for Bundung, and I was a jealous councillor. Anything that I see in any ward, I want it for my people. So I approached him, and then he told me all the procedures and what you need. So when I reach out to this person who supports, and then I told him that the guy who is making these poles and stuff is in Bundung. So we reach out to him, and then the man give us his invoice. We needed 200 street light at that spot, and then he make half payment at that spot.
Okay.
Yep.
So in that case, at any point, do you have fundings coming to the VDC or to you directly?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about it.
Yeah, for the money that we do receive from council, so we do take some.
Oh no, not from council, from some of the sponsors. We will get to council.
Okay.
Yes. So some of the sponsors, will they give the VDC the money directly, or will they just give you in person directly?
No, normally I went with them to, yes. And then only once I could remember, they give funds to us through our VDC. That is the Minister of Youth and Sports, Babucarr Baji.
And that was for what project?
When I was fencing the 100-meter fence, the football field.
Okay. So do you have a development plan?
Yeah, I do.
You have it here with you?
Yes.
Okay, can we please have it? And you were also sending requests to council?
Yes.
So we can have the ward development plan and the request that you've been sending to council?
For the requests, I did not have all.
Yes.
But yes, but I do have
some.
And some at council. I know if I go there, I will be able to get it, inshallah.
Okay, you can give us the ones you're having for now. We can tender it, and you will note down the ones that are not here with you, and you can provide those.
No problem.
Thank you. Mr. Mansari, I've seen community action plan for the year 2022. So you were drawing up these plans as per year, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've seen for year 2022 and year 2023. So, and you started these projects from 2019.
Yes.
2018, I beg your pardon.
Yes, some of those projects.
Okay, so you can note down to bring the ward development for 2018, 2019, 2020. You have, and 2021. You only have 2022 and 2023 here present.
Yeah. This is what I can able to find.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Madam Chair, we apply to tender two. This one states monthly activity plan for Tallinding North for the month of October 2022, dated 29 September 2022, prepared by Banna Baji. Attached the community action plan for Tallinding North 2022. For year 2023, it is activity plan dated, it's not dated, but date to be carried out was August 2023, and community action plan for year 2023. Mr. Mansari, this one is not, it doesn't indicate who prepared and signed. It's not signed by anybody. The first one was signed by Banna Baji.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have the author's name or the signature of any person there.
It's the same person who prepared it. She is
it should be inputted.
Okay.
Chair, we apply to tender both into evidence as an exhibit.
Mr. Mansali, I'm returning the activity plan for August, which is to be carried out August 2023. This is outside our mandate.
Okay.
Together with the community action plan of 2023. I haven't seen any activity done indicating end of January 2023. I'll proceed to admit the community activity plan for Tallinding North 2022 and the monthly activity plan. The monthly activity plan for Tallinding North Ward for the month of October 2022, dated 29th of September 2022, and the Community Action Plan for Tallinding North 2022. These two documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BM in brackets 1/KMC/002.
As the Commission pleases. Now, Mr. Mansari, for year 2020, when your ward was allocated, in total, how much did you receive for the ward allocations from 2020 to 2023?
Altogether?
Yes.
No, I told you I cannot.
You cannot remember that as well.
Yes.
But you can remember the development or the projects that were done in 2020.
In 2020, yeah, I can remember some.
Okay, tell us.
In 2020, that is the time we fenced the football field and even including the cemetery.
Okay.
In
Yes,
2020, yes. And also we do give support to our football teams within our ward. We buy football for them and some jerseys, and we also organize training to sensitize them about emergency in our ward. We also installed some community taps during that time. We also clear illegal dump sites within our ward.
Okay.
Yes. During our fit in both Christian and Muslims, we do buy sugar and we share it among Muslim, and during Lent also we did the same thing.
Mr. Mansari, I understand you're reading from a document.
Yes.
Is it something that you will want us to see?
Actually, I just write down what we did for
2020 for each year.
No, the years are not there, but from 2018 to 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be more interested in the funds allocated to you, how you expended those funds, and on what projects.
Yeah, that's what I'm selecting among the list that I have here with me.
Okay.
At that point, Mr. Mansali, we will give you time.
Okay.
To identify the projects you have done for each year. But let me just quickly refer you back to your statement. Did you actually start receiving funds in 2019 or 2020?
2020.
You said in your statement that on the issue of ward allocation, my ward benefited the sum of 200,000 ward allocation annually starting around 2019 until the end of 2023. So I want to be clear whether it was actually 2019 or 2020.
No, it was 2020.
So this 2019 that you stated in your statement is wrong?
That was when I was elected as a councillor. That will be on oversight.
You were elected in 2019?
2018.
Yes.
We were elected in 2018,
so,
and then we have our ward offices allocated to us in 2019.
No, I am referring specific to the allocations. What I read is from your statement in paragraph 3. When you said in that statement, you said on the issue of allocations, it started in 2019. So I just wanted to confirm with you whether in 2019 you actually received what allocation?
No.
You did not receive?
No, I did not receive.
So this, what you mentioned in your statement, is incorrect?
That one definitely is an oversight.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just want to be clear.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and please bring us, list us the projects that you have done from 2020 to end of January 2023, and the retirements that you have done to the council, because it was a requirement by council for you to retire the funds you have been given.
Okay.
All right, please write that down.
Yeah. As
So
as I told you, I have some of my retirements with me here.
Yes.
Yes. The
You
one,
don't have the complete retirement.
no.
So please, we will give you time. By Monday, you will put everything together, so we admit them.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Another issue is, did you attend any market exercise?
Yes, I did.
And for how long did you attend this exercise?
If my memory serves me well, I think I done it. I think 12 around 12 days or so. Yep.
Yet you received an amount worth of $10,000, which was to be for 24 days.
By then, yep.
Then why would you receive the whole of $10,000, which wasn't for 24 days?
Actually, after the exercise, when I did that almost 12 days, later when they were paying, and then they called me that we can come and collect our payment. So I went. So that's the time I received the $10,000.
Yes, but did you return the balance, or did you return the money to say you've only worked for 12 days?
Actually, no, I did not do that.
And that was wrong?
Yes, that's wrong.
Thank you. So were you also attending trainings that were organized around the feast?
Yeah, I do attend trainings.
And you were also receiving allowance for those trainings?
Yes, I do.
How much were you receiving for these trainings?
I think around $5,000, if I can remember.
And this was from 2018 to 2023?
20? Yeah, I think around 2018 or so, yep.
To 2023. Okay. So aside from that, did you receive any form of support from council, you personally?
For?
Any form of support from council, you personally, not
Personal.
your ward? Yes.
Support from council?
Yes.
No, I cannot remember that.
Okay. In the absence of any question from the Honorable Commissioners, that will be all for this witness.
Mr. Mansale, did you benefit from the loans that were being issued to councillors? Did you benefit from the loans that were being given to some councillors?
Loans like?
I'm just asking whether you have been ever been granted a loan. You requested for a loan and you were granted by council.
Loan?
You as Mr. Mansale.
I cannot remember.
Please check, note it down. Please check and tell us, and you give us the amount and whether you have repaid fully.
Whether I have?
How much you have taken?
Yeah.
Whether you have repaid it fully?
Yeah,
just note it so you go and cross-check and give us the correct information. Now, did you also benefit from medical support?
Never.
Never. Thank you so much. We expect you to bring us the documents that we have requested by Monday. So thank you for coming. If we have any cause to recall you to clarify on issues that we may come across, we will do so.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. You are discharged. I believe it's already time. It's a convenient point to break, and we will continue after the break.
As the Commission pleases.